What up, Keyforge? I'm Zoc, and we are here for another week of ABR 13. We're going to be playing Archon Best of 3 using FFG only decks. So, let us jump right in. I am going to be playing Sword Cook, one of my classics from FFG area. It's a Worlds Collide Star Alliance Dis Logos deck with lots of speed. We will see once we get in what DaPapa's running. Okay. He brought S. Fishwick, Inner Runes Immune Ears. It's a mass mutation. Oh, it's a Sins deck. Gluttony, Pride, Sloth, Wrath with Cinder. I do have a little bit of a creature control issue. Let's see. Does he have a way to use... So Gluttony with... Oh, he's got Exile, City-State Interest. Gluttony with City-State Interest is amazing. And honestly, that's really bad for me. Let's see. What else does he have? Lots of steel. Not a lot of speed. So we got to outrace him. Tons of Ember Control. Is City-State Interest the big capture here? Cornicin Octavia, Double Opportunist. Okay. Double Market Dis as well is interesting. So let's remind myself what the sins are. Exalt itself for each sin creature and then move each ember from friendly creatures to your pool. So that goes really well with City-State Interest. Pride is Wardom, Sloth is Get Ember, and Wrath, Taunt Poison, Skirmish. Okay. Okay, so we could Tau and either save our General Order 24 for when things get crazy, or our Graft, which is the thing we normally like to do. So yeah, let's keep this. We'll go Star Alliance. We'll play... Oh, whoops. Started really, really good here. I wanted to play the Kirby. Into the Tau, and then archiving the stealth mode or the graft here. Or sorry, the general order. I think the general order, because we're gonna need creature control at the right time. What's up, Fudginator? All right, Miasma Bomb, Boniving, Dark Wave. So I think we just go back into Star Alliance here. Don't take the archives. We stealth mode. We stunner here. We reap. We do not stun. And I think we'll just play Soul Keeper here. And in turn, too bad we didn't get our Light of the Archons. We did just get it, but Mutant Cut Purse comes down. Rad Penny to steal already. That's not good. And Passage turn. Okay, we could get our Light of the Archons live here. Yeah, I think we keep going star lines. We reap here. We're actually gonna stun the red penny. Then we'll play out the Nurse Soto to heal back up Kamastra Kirby. We're gonna Voltron this Kirby. 6-3. Now, do we play the Evil Eye? Let's play the Evil Eye and get to check. Usually I use the Evil Eye to pump them up and then graft them, but I have a different strategy this time. I have to because I've archived the board control, so I won't be able to hit them with graft at the right time anyway. Now we're at danger of a Markadis Gleeful Mayhem. Without any Star Alliance, but that's alright. I guess they wouldn't be able to kill the Kirby. Unless they had double Markadis Gleeful Mayhem, and then we'd have Nurse Soda left. If they chain Markadises, that'd be bad. They do go Dis. Hopefully they don't have Markadis yet. Because that would be a little bit painful. I didn't think about that when I kept going Starlines. Let's see, we did get to check. I think, did they have some capture pips? No, they got damage pips. Okay. Damage, they could mind fire me. Okay, there's Markadis. Now they damage a Kirby, so to me that feels like they must have something else then. Like the Gleeful Mayhem. And they do. But what do they hit here? They hit the Kirby again. And the Mutant Cup Purse, not the Red Penny. Interesting. Ooh, Sloth comes down. I guess now if I fight into Sloth, Kirby dies. Ooh, if he's got 2 damage pips, he can kill the Kirby too. But then that would kill the Sloth. Okay, but I do get a key. I have to go Starlines here. We don't need to get rid of our thing first. Let's see. Ooh, I can heal Kirby first. And then it'll survive the Sloth. And I can play either Ortano's Binding or Crazy Killing Machine. Probably the Crazy Killing Machine. They don't have any artifact control. All right. We got a 3/3 hand. Let's see if we get Markadist again. Okay, they don't have any recursion. That's good. No, they do have a lights out. That's nice. Hey, what's up, Mogogi? Imagine having sloth and not being slothful. Okay, here comes some Saurian. So I do got to worry a little bit about this. Luckily, they only have 4 Saurian creatures, so they can't go super big board. And I do have, when I need it, General Order 24. I don't think I need it yet. We got to get some other stuff out. We could start... Yeah, I think we need to start Infernacine. But it might also be nice to start Igor, getting some speed out there. That's a tough one. So if I go Logos, yeah, I think this is definitely the right choice here. We can make these guys fester. And we're going to get Markadis and Gleeful Mayhem or Bow Knithing. Let's see, they're really slow. Yeah, we'll just go Pips here. Because they're really slow. So it's unlikely that they get back around to stuff. What is going on with my phone? What are you doing? Okay, sheesh. Oh, now we got double Igor. We also have a second Artanu's Binding, but no Artanu yet. The Dis in this deck can actually do some work, but usually it needs Artanu out to really make it worthwhile. Yeah. Alright, they're going Shadows. Lights Out would be a little bit of a pain here, just because of the... It would get rid of all my nice upgrades. Bow Knithing comes out. Red Penny removes its stun. Opportunist onto Galliatops, and Lyco Thief comes down as well. Alright, we're going Logos. They didn't get to check. We're not going to take our archives. We are going to do Crazy Killing Machine. Yeah. First we'll put out a Logos creature so that we don't have to get ourselves. So we could get Titan Guardian, which I think I'm going to do, even though Kamasur Kirby and the other Igor are super tempting. So do we actually archive our graft here then? Yeah, I think we do. Let's see, what other creature control do they have? Gleeful Mayhem's gone. Sack of Coins could do damage. Lights Out is going to be a pain. Dark Wave is gone. Stomp is pretty good. So I don't have a lot. Let's put out Titan Guardian. Let's put out Eddie. We are going to tuck away the graft. We're going to use a Crazy Killing Machine now. Alright, we got Kirby. Oh, we got a third Kirby. That's too bad. And Library of Polyosaurus. Okay, then we'll do the other Eddie. Into, I guess, Twin Bolt? Thorium Plasmate, I could get rid of Lyco Thief. That's probably better than getting rid of Bow Knithing, I think. And putting 2 damage there. Yeah, I think that's better. And that means we're going to have to say goodbye to Orchanu. That's okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. And now we have their key cost up to 8 as well, which could potentially help our graft, although he does have a couple answers creature control wise that could come down. And that's unfortunate that our 2 Igors got both Kirby's as well. So we only have 1 Kirby, but that means we can exhume them because we have 1 exhume in hand, 1 exhume coming. Okay, he goes back in the shadows. You know, if he lights out here, everything has a play effect except for Titan Guardian. So that's not bad. Sack of Coins could still do a lot of damage. But we'll see. So he could Reap with Bow Knithing, play Sack of Coins. He could do 8 damage. He could get rid of the Eddie and the Kirby. Oh, although that would kill the Optio. Oh, he's got another Opportunist. Plays it on Rad Penny. Nice. It's like, I don't care if your red penny survives, that's fine. Okay, so he gets to check at 8. Can I get one more in the archive? Is there anything I can exhume? I can't kill my Eddy and exhume it in the same churn. Oh, I can kill my Infernus. Oh, he's elusive. Yeah, I can kill my Infernus by fighting the Bonithine or Tanu's Penny and exhuming the Infernus. That's always a fun trick. What else do I have in here? I think that's a trick I'm going with. Plus, it'd be good to get some of this disc stuff out of here. Library of the Damned. Malison. Infernus will fight the Bonithine. We'll Bindings the Infernus, and then we'll exhume the Infernus. And we will get... We'll just get Ember here, because they're still a long way away from flipping. And we'll call it a turn. Oh, and then we have a nice Star Alliance with stealth mode lined up. Okay. Okay, they go dis. Now they could mark me into dis. Ooh, Gluttony comes out. Cinder comes out to protect it. Yeah, so they could take a lot of money. Ooh, they Mindfire my stealth mode. That's a good one. That was a good hit. That hurts. Ooh, and mark a dis me into dis. Yep. Let's see. I could Scullion my Titan Guardian and exhume something here. They got back to check. I can take him off with Malison though. We are not taking our archives. But we're going to archive one more. That'll also take him off a check. Fighting with the Malison is more or less a steal one. I could fight it again to get those Ember back so that he can't Gluttony it. Yeah. Although maybe we want him to Gluttony it. Let's pretend we don't. Oh, I forgot about Optio Gorkus. But if we do Red Penny first, does it... Oh, yeah. If we do Red Penny first, we get around that. And then do we Scullion the Titan Guardian? Then we could exhume it to protect our Eddy? Or we could... Oh, we did this out of order. That's alright. Could also exhume a Kirby. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna Titan Skull our Guardian, and then exhume our Guardian. I guess we could have got to check there if we exhumed. Yeah, probably should have done something else, but this protects our Eddy. And they gotta really be worried about the key cost here. And we drew into Kirkar, Kirby, and Molina, so we're going to have a really good board. Plus we have Ingram and Archives. Okay. So in logos here, we could reap 4 times, play 2 Twin Bolts, and play Graft. I mean, assuming he gets a check. Sack of Coins could still do a ton of work. Lights Out can do some work too. But I did get rid of their dis, or their shadows that was on board. He's thinking. He can get rid of my Kirby now, but it will destroy one of his creatures. Alright, he goes back into dis. He's going for the Gluttony play. Pride comes out as well. Luckily, I got rid of the Sloth. What else do they have? Wrath. We got Wrath out there too. That'd be a pretty good lineup. I think it's a little bit too late, but yeah, Gluttony takes all the Ember. So they're up to 10. Now, I assume he fights something with Cinder, but what? I might have to go logos here to get the best possible graft. My Twin Bolts can take care of Pride, so that's cool. Yeah, he does fight with Cinder. Who's he going to take out? Takes out the Titan Guardian, okay. So that he can get to the Eddy. But I think I'm just going to kill the Eddy, because I want a big graft. And that means I can also kill the Cinder. Okay, that's cool. I guess I don't even have to fight with the Eddy here. I think I will, but we should use Crazy Killing Machine too. We will get rid of the Gluttony. And then we can Twin Bolt the Pride away, and then we can decide if we want to kill the Eddy or not. We're just going to get rid of it. That way he can't Markadis me into Logos. And it lines up my Kirby for Kirkar. Yeah, we're rolling now. All right, so now he's going to be watching for that next game is the graft play, which is fine. I think we played it right that even though we didn't need the General Order 24 this game, I think we still played it right to archive it and have it ready in case like all the sins came out early or something like that. Let's see. So he's still, what's he have left? He still has city-state interest, Faust the Great, spoils a battle, exile. He could steal some ember and exile it. He can get a decent amount of ember. But luckily, he only has Cornicen, Octavia, Faust, and Senator Quintina left. Alright, but he goes Shadows, Miasma Bomb, Lights Out to return Kirby and Scullion, and Smiling Ruth. Alright. I'll actually go Dis here. Archive that. I guess let's discard Scullion, and we're actually going to use Binding on Malison, so he can't. Actually, I guess we don't need to worry about Marketus. We've already seen them both, but whatever. Still protecting ourselves. All right, check with 16. All right, now here comes the Saurian. So if he's able to get a few creatures and like City State Interest spoils a battle and Faust, he could do a lot of work. He stomps his own dude. Did he want to do that? City State Interest. Oh, because he's going to exile it? Yeah, okay. And then spoils a battle. Shouldn't he have played it? Oh, spoils a battle has a damage pip. That was a nice, even though like it wasn't an ideal amount, he still got 4 ember out of that place, so not bad. We're gonna play Kirby, Kirkar, Melina, Ingram, Kirby, Thorium, Intern. And we say check with 10. What you got? Ooh, Breaky and Anguish. Very nice. Go Star Alliance. We will not take the archives. No actions. We will Twin Bolt it. We will fight it off. Ingram will reap a whole bunch. And for good measure, we'll exhume Infernus and get Marketus and Exile. Yeah, this game I had a good draw. He did not, and so Faust finally comes out. So we got it this game, but this is a best of 3, so anything could happen in the second game and potentially the third game. He gets to pick who goes first. He's going to go first. And we actually have a pretty nice Star Alliance turn here, so I think we keep it. Plus, Library of the Damned in Dis early is pretty good. And we can play the Library of the Damned on the Star Alliance turn. Oh, and it looks like he keeps his deck. Or his hand, I think. He might still be deciding. Got to keep on those toes. Yeah, I mean, if he gets, I definitely need to watch out for good market disses. Market diss into a big sin turn could be bad. All right, he starts with Sloth. That's a pretty good start. We'll go Star Alliance, Stealth Mode, Kirby, Melina, and Library of the Damned. Okay, into Shadows he goes. Mutant Cut Purse. Opportunist on Sloth. Ooh, that makes it elusive. That'll make it challenging to get rid of. We do have Ortanu here. Because he's got Sloth magic now. I can get rid of it with Melina. Maybe I need to do that. Just fight twice. I could either fight twice or I could start a big disboard. I don't think it's the right time for the big disboard. Then I could start archiving. I get to 5 cards. I mean, if that Sloth gets behind Taunt, it's going to be sticking there probably quite a while. So I think I got to get rid of it while I can. So we fight here first. We stun the Cut Purse. That way we can play Binding on the Melina and fight it off with the Melina and end turn. That's not bad. Oh, we got our other Ortanu's Binding. So now if we get Ortanu action going, that could be really big. Better be slothful now or I swear. Well, he was trying. He was trying. No sloth in this house. Nope. Get that sin out of here. Alright, here comes the shadows. Lyco Thief. Mutant Cut Purse already on the board. Sack of coins taken out. But that means sack of coins is gone, which is good. So we go into Dis. Rotano's Binding. We're gonna tuck away our Kirkar here. Ortanu, Malison, and do we want Malison or Scullion? Scullion would be better if Sins come out, but it's bad for Markadis. I think we just get rid of the Scullion. Okay, but we now have Ortanu action ready to go. Will it happen? And we can keep archiving with Library of the Damned too, which is pretty cool. Let's see, he still has Gleeful Mayhem, Dark Wave, Sack of Coins is gone, he's got Lights Out still. And some damage pips. We'll see. But like, if you only have Ortanu and 2 Ortanu the Binding, that's 3 Ember a turn right there, which is pretty dang good. And if you're archiving, we'll see. Okay, back into Shadows. Does he have an answer? Dark Wave? Okay, so he could take out the Ortanu here if he fights twice. Opportunist on Cut Purse. He gets a check. I can't stop him unless I Igor. I think he's trying to decide how high he goes. He wants to not go too high because of the graft. So he does fight Ortanu once. Does he also with Mutant Cut Purse? No. Alright, so we'll go Dis here. And that way he gets around my Malison being able to get him off. Archive General Order. First we fight with Malison into somebody who's got Elusive, which is both of them. Then we Reap with Ortanu and blow these guys up. We use Festering Touch. We Ortanu's binding Malison twice. And say check a 9. Wow, and then we have a giant Logos, plus we protected ourselves. He protected us from Mark of Dis by fighting enemy. Ortanu used to be crazy value. Yeah, I mean, it was always hard to get off. Because you need the bindings in the discard already. Sometimes Ortanu comes first. So it's not consistent by any means. But when it does, okay, he marks a disc just to get rid of it. Pride comes down. Ooh, he mind fires my Igor. I'm okay with that. We get a key. We go Logos. We do not take our archives. We get rid of this Pride. Crazy Killing Machine, an Igor into Twin Bolt or Graft or Stealth Mode. Wow, we could get the check. We got 2 Kirby's coming. We have lots of... Okay. We'll just play the graph to get to check here. Okay, we got 1 Kirby, and we can play Exhume to bring some stuff back. We have an Evil Eye. Doesn't really help us too much here. So we could play Kirby and play another Kirby. Yeah. We can start rolling. Library of Polyosaurus comes down. Exile for the Ember, Galliatops. So I don't think it's time to general order here. Even though I hate keeping a Saurian on the board. But we are going to take our archives because we want the Kirkar. Yeah. If we general order, I think we lighted the Archons on Igor, as funny as that sounds, to protect it from a damage pip. They could still melee me though, Gleeful Mayhem, I mean. So yeah, General order is not coming down. So we go Kirby. We go Kirkar. We exhume our other Kirby. We could also exhume an Igor, but we only have two more Star Alliance. 2 out of 9? That's not a good. So we're gonna do our Kirby here, because that'll let us play another card too. The Evil Eye will play out Nurse Soto over here, and then we will Light of the Archons on this Kirby. Oh, I should have done the other Kirby, but oh well. We are going to hold our general order. It's probably not smart. Ooh, and now we have Eddie Tao Tao, which is pretty good. And we have a high chance of drawing into logos. But we might just go right back into Star Alliance. We can Kirby the Tao Tao and the Exhume. We can get through the rest of our cards with the Igor and the Tao Tao. Yeah, we're cooking now. I mean, a Gleeful Mayhem could slightly disrupt our plans. Okay, but go in shadows. Smiling Ruth comes down. Bonithing to steal one. Ooh, lights out. That's pretty good. To return Kirby and Kirkar. Okay. But we get our second key. Then we go right back in the Star Alliance. We play Kirby. Play Kirkar. We Tao Tao first. We drew into our other Kirby. Yeah, we just reap. I mean, he can take a creature with Smiling Roof, but we don't care. We Soul Keeper that Kirby, and then we Exhume. Exhume the Igor to get the Ingram? Is there anything that we can exhume that gets us Ember? I don't think so. There's an argument made that maybe I should have just got the Molina with the Exhume, but I like flipping the deck even more, because then we redrew into stealth mode, so we can just reap stealth mode, and game over, man. Game over. We'll see what he's got. He still has city-state interest, stomp. No, actually, yeah, he's still got stomp. Faust coming down, but not a lot of creature control. Defense initiative can do some work here. He does exalt Faust, and Optiogorkus comes down, so yeah, he's going to be annoying. That's all right. Oh, I put Optiogorkus over there. Interesting. I wonder if he's got City State. Cornus and Octavia also comes down. You know, I think it's general order time. Oh, stealth mode will stop city-state interest if he doesn't have it this turn. He does reap to get to check. Crystal Surge, Exalt each mutant. Okay. So we go Star Alliance here. Do we want a general interest? No, we don't. We don't care about their board because they're not going to be able to play actions. So stealth mode. Um, Reap here, play Evil Eye. Put Light of the Archons on Kirkar. We'll fight off Faust, and then we'll just reap a bunch. Get to check at 13. Is that enough? We will see. Goes back into Saurian. Captures 2. See, if he had Steady Estate, he could have captured 5 more. But even then, oh, if he had Spoils of Battle and City State, he could have stopped me for sure. Oh, City State's already gone. I forgot about that. Galiotops fights off Kirby, which then destroys it. Gorkus fights off Nurse Soto. He takes an Ember, and we say good game. All right, we've finally got one. Yeah, so definitely, thank you. I was able to establish a board, and luckily he didn't have a lot of board control, and plus he just didn't get his sins when he needed them. He didn't get like good disc combos with the market disc to then set up like a good sins, like controlling the board. Um, but we will take it. Okay, so, oh, well, shit. You know, I got one last PV deck, and it's a foil. So let's just get through it. Get through it, you know? Uh, let's hope this is my Las Vegas Vault Tour Archon deck. Here we go again. Here we go again. Well, I don't think it's an Archon deck, but you know, it's possible. So I'm gonna say that just based off the houses, because we have Sanctum Untamed Saurian. However, and the name is Diamond Headhunter Skolin, but it could have Trenk's Creed plus like Invigorating Showers and Windrow Composting or whatever it's called to like play Trenk's Creed multiple times, maybe. That's my only hope. We'll see. Give me just a sec. All right. Let me shuffle up. Oh yeah, it also is a foil. Foil. So let me shuffle up one of these decks here somewhere, whatever I'm doing.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Okay. I'm not sure if I counted correctly. Incredible. And we start with the Corpulent Collector. Oh, this is at least 2 times that I've done this. I've started with the foil after shuffle. It's really hard to see the foil. Yeah, you can see some of it there, but I don't have the light set up in the right direction. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. This one has a lot more foiling, and it's got a really nice gold foil on the whatever the Corpulent Collector's holding. So this one's actually, I think, a better foil job than I saw in the other ones. Yeah, this one's a good one. And it could be really good. Play, capture all your opponent's ember. I mean, Trunk's Creed laughs at this, but deal 1 damage to Corpulent Collector. But I mean, that plus Sydney was really good. Let's see what else we got. We got the Vault Keeper. Your ember cannot be stolen. That's actually a pretty good card in this set, potentially. We have Trade Blows. All right. We have Burning Glare. Broken Intent. All right, some Archive Disruption. Another Broken Intent. Dame Margaret. Garnet Squire. Outflank. Brigadier Ols with a capture pip. We got a lot of creatures. Well, actually not that many. 5. 6. Not the ones we want though. So do we want Trunk's Creed to be this last card? I guess so. One last card, and it is... Oh, no, but we got an Untamed Sydney. But this is good with the Corpulent Collector. So we can capture all their Ember as long as they have less than 7, so it doesn't die right away. And then we can move it to the common supply. So that's a cool combo. All right, on to Saurian. Let's see, we also have the Outflank as well. In a pinch, so some good synergy with Benevolent Charity. All right, we start with more board, Publius Scipio. And we got Lorica Infantry, City Gates with a capture pip, Imperial Scutum, another Imperial Scutum. Let's hope we have more capture. Oh my goodness, we also have an anomaly, Cosmic Crux. All the struggle, strife, and discord, but what have they ever accomplished? After a player readies a creature, deal 1 damage to it. I mean, that's really good, I guess, with like all the armor. And we have lots of armor already in Saurian and Sanctum, so that's pretty cool. Another Imperial Scutum, holy cow. Exile with a draw pip. I guess we could exile Corpulent Collector, but that takes 2 turns. Marcella the Younger, alright, that'd be nice. Paleogen Society with a capture pip. Either ward all my creatures or return another card to my hand. Ooh, that's a good way to get some of these key pieces back. Ooh, another Paleogen Society. And then finally we have 2 low. All right, some creature control. Not bad. Not bad. We can go big board. We're definitely prone to disruption, but you know, big board is also the answer to disruption. So as long as we get big board first, maybe. It's probably just a little bit too slow, unless we have really good prophecies. We'll see. All right, on to Untamed. I'm not sure what a good Untamed looks like, especially that would synergize with this, because we don't want like Lost in the Woods because we want our board to stay. Penance of Balance. If there are more enemy creatures than Ember in your opponent's pool, X is equal to the difference. Choose one, destroy each X enemy creatures, your opponent loses X. I mean, it's actually a good card, it's just weird. And it's only good, I guess, if they have big board. Ambermancy? Or big board in November, I guess? Oh no, it's so bizarre. Vivid Fairy with a Sanctum pip and a discard pip. Okay. We got Rat Pixie. More Wolf. Oh my goodness, it's a More Wolf deck. Ooh, Invigorating Shower. So, like, if we have those 2 combo pieces in Sanctum, we could shower them. How invigorating. Another Rat Pixie. More Wolf. Damage pip on that More Wolf. That's cool. Triple More Wolf. Let's see. I think, do we want 4? If we're already going down the More Wolf, do we want 4 or do we want 5? What's the... I mean, I guess you probably want more if you're already going down that path. I don't know. There's our Lost in the Woods. I guess we can Rat Pixies, maybe. VT winner for sure. Low Dawn. There's our More Wolves. And Fog Murmook. Okay, we only had a 3 more wolf deck, so that's not good. We didn't go full more. Only many more. Yeah. It was a board heavy deck. You know, I think it's big combos just have to line up, or this probably just, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to play it. It's kind of interesting, but let's check out. It's definitely not Vault Tour. Sorry. 3 is perfect. Max out on RO6 without redundancy. Yeah, maybe. All right, let's check out our prophecies. We got Wounds in the Wisdom. Well, we are going to have a giant board, so maybe it's better than normal. Tails You Lose, which is if you play a creature adjacent to a different house. We also have Stars Aligned, same number of creatures. I don't think we want that. We want lots of creatures. And Trust Your Feelings. All right, well, Trust Your Feelings, we can always use that instead of the Stars Aligned because it's on the same one. And then we can either, if they're playing creatures, Tails You Lose. If we already have a big board, we can just keep doing Wounds into Wisdom. They're not the best, but they might work with this deck. So that's pretty cool. We have a foil and an anomaly. Where's my anomaly? There it is. That's pretty cool. No. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. That's a neat little thing there. Okay, so that is a stream. Thanks everybody for watching. We have one more week of ABR. We're going to be playing PV Alliance. So yeah, get ready for all the craziness that comes with that. What are we going to see? I don't know. Atrocity Ghost Form, playing Trenk's Creed every turn. I have no idea. What are we going to see? It's going to be nuts. That's all I know. Give me hints on your alliance decks. I'm not a great creator, so I rely on others for that. I did create some. I mean, you can just go for value as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, Fudgenator. Nice to see you. Take care. And good luck for upcoming Canadian Nats. I forget when that is, but. And nice to see you, Nick. We are just finishing up the stream. Ah, we play you next week. Well, there's just so many broken things that you can do in Alliance. I mean, can you play Cosmic? Whatever, every turn? I don't even know the name of it. It's just broken. Should be a stream for it. Whether I cast or play, still to be decided. Okay. Last weekend is September. Okay, so we got a month. Cool. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one. And, as always, forge responsibly. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.